So I had planned on doing a video of how I built this hoop house. And unfortunately, last night we had some really heavy winds, or high winds, and it has kind of bent up my hoops a little bit. And my 4x4 over here is definitely leaning. So this whole wall is a mess. And we had actually fixed this pipe thing here, which protects the plastic from the sharp edges of the wire. We had just fixed that last night, so that is back off, but this is not good. I can say one thing: I do not see any rips in the plastic, which is really good. Oh, look at that. It's so sad. So I'm really concerned because tonight we may possibly have winds up to 25 miles an hour. And it may end up, and we can't fix this tonight. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we don't have any more issues. So anyhow, that kind of bummed me out. But it's still standing, so that's good. Okay, enough of that depressing stuff. Let's move on to something a little more fun, which is going to be Upblocking Lisianthus. So I started these January 15th, both of these at the same time. This is the Echo Mix, and this is Mariachi White. These were much slower to germinate, so much smaller. I had trouble with fungus gnats, and they weren't growing, so I thought once I got those under control, they would grow a little more. They haven't. And I watched a video today on Flower Hill Farm where she has upblocked hers, and they grew really good. So that's what I'm going to be doing. These are 3/4 inch blocks, and I'm going to be moving them up to 2-inch blocks. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I wanted to show you these trays. I got these trays at Dollar General, $1 a piece. What I really like about them, I can get 120 seeds started on these trays. And the really cool part is when you got 2 of them, just put the lid on, just put one on like a lid, and I have my humidity dome. So that's one of my favorite buys this year. Okay, so we're going to, I like my soil mix much wetter than when I pot up for making my blocks. So I just want to show you how wet this is. Quite a bit of water coming out of here. So it just helps them hold together better. So this is a 2-inch soil blocker. It has these little pieces in here that are removable. But what happens is when I make the block, then it leaves that 3/4 inch gap or space in there. And then when I go to put these in, they fit right in. So I'm going to put that out of the way. So I'm going to make some. I'll turn this down so you can see. So I just get in here and move this around. Squish it in there. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to be putting them in this tray, but I don't want to push it down onto these. So I'm going to just make them inside here, and then I'm going to move them over. So just do that. We're going to push down, pull up, and there's our perfect little blocks. And there you can see there's the square, the little square right in there where the Lisianthus is going to fit. The reason that I'm not putting them back on this tray is because I can only get 18 of the 2-inch blocks on here. And I really am at a, I need the space. One of these trays will fit on my shelf. And these trays, I can get 5 in a row, but I lose a lot of depth. So I'm going to go ahead and put some in here. I'm going to make a bunch of them up, and I'll do it, and I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch me to make all of them, then I'll show you putting them into putting the 3/4 inch blocks in. This does take a little bit longer than filling trays, but soil blocking is good for the roots of the plant because they do air pruning. When the roots reach the edges of the blocks, they quit. Okay. I don't have enough to do all of them, and I'll have to make some more. So we'll get this out of the way. Okay, so let's see. These two have nothing in them, so I'm just gonna move them. Oh, look at the roots. And then that just fits right down in that square, just like that. Now squeeze it together, just like that. Hold on 1 second, I need my knife. Lots of roots. I'm not going to pot up these little ones yet. This one needs a little help. Sometimes the blocks aren't perfect. That's okay. We just add a little bit around there. I was hoping to plant these out in the Hoophouse April 1st, which is tomorrow, or maybe today when you see this video. But I think they're still a little bit too small. This one looks pretty good. Lots of roots on that one.